Hi guys, in this video we are going to be looking at how we can add cartoon effects onto our portrait in Adobe Photoshop. This is Twisted Creative. Alive Emmanuel is my name. It's your first time on this channel. Please do me a favor. Do me a favor by hitting that subscribe button. Not only by hitting that subscribe button, also ring that notification bell so that you don't miss any of the next video. Without wasting much time, let's jump into it. This is the model we are going to be using. The first thing we do is to unlock and right click and convert to smart objects. Then after converting it to smart object, we have to duplicate two more times to have 3 layers. Then we'll name the first one as, we rename it as main. Then the second one we have to rename as cartoon. Then the third one, we have to make it a kind of lines. We have to disable this first one, then select the cartoon layer and go to filter, then liquify. So this is liquify. If your liquify is not looking like this, that means you need a more recent Photoshop, which can be from 2020, 2021. You can get it like this. Then if you take a look at this area, you can notice that we have phase 1. This area faces are detected, so we have phase 1. We have only one face here. So if you take a look at all this area, we have settings for the faces. If you try moving all these sliders, you see they have effect. Like the left eye, if you take a look at the left eye now, you see it's changed as I slide this slider, as I move this slider. If you watch the left eye now, you can see it's move as I move this slider. So alternatively, it's good for you to control 2 of the eyes together, the left and right eyes together. So we have to use Ctrl Z to make it back to take it back to 0. Then we have to click this link, this chain icon. We have to click it so as if we move the left eye, is going to be affecting the right eye also. So we are trying to adjust both of the eyes. Trying to create cartoon effect, there is supposed to be some funny look. It's supposed to be having some funny look. So that is why we are going to change the eye settings and make them look abnormal. So we have to move these eyes to be bigger. Then the next one, we have to click the link also. This is eye size. Then the eye height. If you click the link, then increase or reduce the eye height. So this is the eye height increased to the ending. You have it at 100. Then you click the next link for eye width. Then if you move it this way, you notice that the eye become wider or shorter. So we have to place it like this. I don't want it wide like this, so I just kind of need it this way. If I make it like this, it's also okay, but let's just leave it this way. I like it this way. Then you click the next link for eye tilt. Then you can tilt the eyes like this. I think I don't want it this way, but I want it this other way. Something like this. I think it's okay like this. Then if you go to the other, you see the eye distance, the other slider. See eye distance. You can move the eyes and make them close or make them move apart. So have them like this. I think it's okay like this. Then we are already having the cartoon effect on it. So let's go to the nose area. This is nose. Then if you move this nose height, you can notice that the nose can be shrinked and at the same time can be stretched. So the nose can be stretched when you take it this way. Then I think it's okay like that. Then the nose width, can make the nose wider or narrow. So we can make it this way. Let's say I like it this way. Then if you go to the smile area, you move to the left side, you see it's becoming somehow. Then like this, she's smiling more. So I think like 72 is okay. Then the upper lip, if you have to make adjustments, I don't really need anything to do with this, but let's just push it up a bit. Then the lower lip, can make it a little bit bigger to make it funny a little. Then like I think minus 96 is okay. Then the mouth width, We can make it a little bit wider. Okay, let it be small so as the lady will be beautiful also. So I think we are okay with this. Mouth height, we can just kind of tweak it a little, but doesn't really matter that much. Then the forehead, we can take it up a bit. If you make it, take it up a bit, I think we can leave it this way. Then the chin height, then we can just turn it this way to make it a little bit shorter. I think making it longer will be better. Then the jawline, we have to bring it this way so as to have the top side bigger. So have, if you make it like this, it's not going to be funny that much. Then I think it's okay like this. Then the face width, we can increase the face width so as we have the head, the face very big. Then I think there are some other stuffs here which you can just go ahead and just try anything, but I think with this will be okay. Then if you want to make any other adjustment, you can take your tools here and make your adjustment. There are also tutorial here for liquify. You can see the before here. Let's say this is before, this is after, this is before, this is after. It's already looking funny. Okay, let's just hit okay here. Then the next thing we do is for us to go to filter, then go to filter gallery. Then in this filter gallery, you have the artistic folder here. If you open the artistic folder, you go to poster edges, then select poster edges. Then if you take a look at the edges here, the thickness, you can leave it at 0 first. Then the edge intensity, you can leave it at 0 first. Then let's see how it looks on the image. Let's just see. I think we should be looking at the posterization here. That is the main reason why we are here now. For the second time, we are going to come here, but for the now, I think we are here for the posterization. Let's just make it, I think, if you take it back, you notice what is happening. Then I believe like this is okay for me, but if you take it this way, it's still okay, but it's just like human-like. But like this is going to make more cartoon-ish. Then let's say hit OK for one. We can always come back because we are working on smart object. We can always come back. Let's just hit OK now. Then we have it this way. Then the next thing we do is for us to go to filter, then go to stylize, oil paint. Then in here we'll be seeing how it's mixing up artistically, just like when you apply paint. So let's zoom out and see more of the face as it's going to look like, what it's going to look like. Then if we pull it up a bit, pull the stylization up a bit, then I think it's so, let's just pull it up a bit and see how it's going to look. Like 3 should be okay here. We are going to check the amount of cleanness that is going to suit our image here. You can just play with your sliders because your image and mine is not going to be the same, so just play with your sliders. 4 here is okay. Then for the scaling, let's just leave it at 0.1. Then for the bristle detail, let's leave it at 0 and hit OK. Then if you look at it now, we'll have oil paint applied to it now. Then the next thing we do is for us to apply a little sharpness. We'll go to filter, then order, then to high pass. Then I think 1 is okay. Then I just hit OK for 1, and I'm going to double click this slider icon here, and it's going to bring out the blending option. Then I'm going to choose linear light. So this is what we have here. Just hit OK. Then you can see what we have. We are already having cartoon image here. Then next thing we are going to do is for us to add outline. That is why we are going to need this other image here. We're going to enable it, and as you can see, if you take a look at this now, we notice that it's not the same thing as this line layer doesn't have that cartoon effect, and at the same time does not have liquify effect. So all what we have to do just for us to enable it, and we'll go to this liquify under the cartoon layer and hold our shift and alt, then drag it up, then leave it on the line layer. Then the liquify is applied. We have to select the outline layer and go to filter, then filter gallery. Then in here we are going to pick this up a bit. Let's see how it's going to look. We are going to pick it up a bit, the edge thickness. Make sure your poster edge is selected. Then we're going to take it up a bit. The thickness should be somewhere around 3. Then the edge intensity should be, you have to be looking at your image to see what you get and what you prefer for your image. I think with all this, can just see what 4 is going to give us. Then the posterization, we don't need it that much. I think we have to blend it more, because in this we are going to, I think the posterization should be okay by 3. Then we have to hit OK here. So as you can see here, we have it like a kind of stain on the image, but we have to, there is something more we have to do to it. We have to go to filter again, then go to stylize, then go to oil paint. Then with this we have to make adjustment again and make sure we have it. Let's put it here and see it's getting sharper. Let's say 4 for the top. Then the cleanliness should be, let me say, you don't have to be looking at this. You don't have to be looking at this image. Look at what you be looking at, this box here. So let's zoom out a bit and see how it's going to be looking. Look at where we are seeing the progress. So if you are looking at this image, you will not see it. You will not see the preview. This is where the preview is. So we are going to be looking at this stuff like this to see how it's going to be looking. Let's bring this down a bit. So I think it's okay. Like, you have to leave the scale at 0.1 also. Then the Bristol detail at 0. Then hit OK. Then this is what we have. We are not going to leave it like this. Rather, we'll have to go to blend mode and choose something like, let's say, I think lighter color should be okay. Then this is what we had. Then we can also go again and we can also go for this line area and go to filter, order, then high pass. With this, we'll be able to increase the sharpness. Hit OK and go to, I have to go to this high pass and double click it. Then take it to linear lights. Then this is what we have. So that's going to increase the sharpness of the image. So taking a look at this now, you notice that we have a cartoon looking image. So this is a portrait, and let's see the before and after. Let's see before and after. We are going to hold our Alt and click on this box here to see the before. Then if we click on this box, these other layers are going to be disabled. Then we'll have the before. Then click it again to enable it. Have the after. This is before, this is after, this is before, this is after, this is before, this is after. Isn't it amazing? There's something else I still want to show to you, is that, do you know that we can also bring in something else and replace it with this image? You can just save it like this. Just use your save as. You can just save it, just normal saving. Then anytime you want to do something like this, just bring it up. All you have to do is for you just to double click the main, If you double click the main, you go to other image, like let's say like this. Let's drag this and go to this box that we opened, and let's go inside. Then you size, then just hit OK. All you need is to save. Use your Ctrl S to save. It's going to update. After updating smart object, it's done. So we have it saved. Let's go to the image and see. This is what we have. Isn't it funny? So we have this cartoon image, cartoon looking image. But if you don't like it like this, there are so many things you can do here. Like as you can see, the 3 layers has been updated. Isn't it amazing? You can just go to your oil paint and make change. You go to filter gallery and double click it, and you have it here. You can just start making changes. You have the posterization at you can change the posterization here. Just one step has changed everything. So let's just hit OK here and see how it looks with this image. Then at least you can see it's already there. Then we'll still have that cartoon effect like this. But if you don't want it that way, you can still bring any other image, and there are so many things you can work on. You can change the oil paints. You can make adjustments in any way. Let's zoom out a bit and see how it looks on the oil paints. See how it's looking? Then if you decide to do something like smoother, or you have to increase the cleanliness, it's all left for you. Posterization and all that. You can increase and you can reduce. Everything is made available here. It's just for you to hit OK and you see the change occur. So we'll have it like this. You can always use it for any other image. Let's see the before. Hold our Alt down and click on this box. This is before. This is after. This is before. This is after. I think that is it for today. If you find it interesting, helpful, and useful, let us know in the comment section, telling us where it has helped, the area it has not, and the area we need to improve on. Like I said earlier, if it's your first time on this channel, please do me a favor. Do me a favor by hitting that subscribe button. Not only by hitting that subscribe button, also ring that notification bell so that you don't miss any of the next video. Thanks for watching today's video. Creative people, keep on creating. Please stay creative. Bye for now. See you in the next video.